Do you actually know what happens inside your dog's body the moment they finish a bowl of cold, dry kibble? You see a wagging tail and you hear that familiar crunch. You think you've done your job. You've provided complete and balanced nutrition, and your dog seems satisfied. But behind that satisfying crunch, there is a hidden biological struggle happening that most owners never see until the damage has already been done. If you keep serving your dog food straight from a cold bag or the refrigerator, you might be unknowingly pushing their system into a state of chronic low-level stress. Most owners treat mealtime like a chore, a mechanical task of filling the tank. But for your dog, food is more than just calories. It is a sensory conversation that goes back thousands of years. Today we are diving into the psychology and physiology of the warm bowl. We're going to explore how warmth unlocks the scent identity of food, why body temperature meals are the ultimate digestive reset, and how this simple act taps into your dog's earliest maternal memories of safety. If you keep ignoring the temperature gap, you might never experience the deepest level of connection your dog is ready to give you. 1. The moisture gap and the internal desert. To understand why warmth matters, we first have to look at what your dog is actually eating. In our research into feline health, we talk about the moisture gap, the dangerous difference between a pet's ancestral diet and modern dry food. Dogs are no different. In the wild, a dog's diet would be roughly 70 to 75% water. Now look at a piece of dry kibble. It contains only about 10% moisture. When your dog eats a dry-only diet, they are living in a state of chronic dehydration that puts massive pressure on their kidneys and urinary tract. But here is where warmth changes the game. When you add warm water to your dog's meal, you aren't just wetting the food, you are closing the moisture gap proactively. Warmth allows the food to pre-absorb moisture, meaning your dog's body doesn't have to steal water from their own tissues and organs just to digest their dinner. By serving a warm, moisture-rich bowl, you are giving their kidneys a fighting chance, and adding years to their life just by changing one simple habit. 2. Unlocking the scent, the safe base signature. Why does your dog get so much more excited about a warm meal than a cold one? It isn't just about the taste, it's about the scent. As we've established in the sources, pets experience the world through scent in ways humans can barely comprehend. Their sense of smell is roughly 14 times stronger than ours. Your dog doesn't recognize their food primarily by sight. They recognize it by the chemical signature it releases. Cold food is chemically silent. The fats and proteins are locked away. But when you warm a meal to body temperature, you unlock the aroma. This scent acts as a biological green light for their brain. In the animal world, a warm scent signals freshness and safety. It mimics the temperature of a fresh hunt that their ancestors relied on. When you provide this warm, aromatic meal, you are reinforcing your identity as their safe base. You aren't just a food provider, you are the one who understands their deepest sensory needs. You are building a vocal and sensory identity of comfort that tells their brain, this person is home. Before we jump into the maternal memory, the secret reason warmth makes your dog feel like a puppy again. If you're starting to realize that your dog's mealtime could be a bonding ritual, hit like and subscribe. It helps us reach more owners who want to understand their dogs on an instinctual level. 3. The maternal memory, a blanket of safety. What if I told you that a warm bowl of food is actually a form of emotional time travel for your dog? Think back to your dog's very first moments of life. When they were a blind, deaf, and helpless puppy, their entire world was defined by the warmth of their mother. One of their first experiences of trust was the sensation of being nurtured and fed at body temperature. In our sources, we discuss using a warm, damp toothbrush to mimic a mother cat's grooming. For a dog, a warm bowl of food serves the same psychological purpose. It triggers a physiological shift in their nervous system, releasing oxytocin, the love hormone, that bonds them to you. By serving food at roughly 100 to 102 degrees Fahrenheit, the baseline body temperature of a dog, you are mimicking the maternal care they received in their earliest puppyhood foundations. You are telling your dog on a level deeper than words, you're safe, you're loved, you're home. This isn't just feeding, it is a ritual that reestablishes their sense of security every single day. 4. Digestion and the winter trap. This moisture and warmth become even more critical during the winter months. In the sources, we warn that 90% of owners make winter mistakes that cause their pets to suffer silently. When you crank up the heat in your home, the air becomes dry, pulling moisture from your dog's skin, nose, and lungs. This invisible loss of hydration builds up day after day. If you serve cold food during this time, you are adding metabolic stress to an already taxed system. Warm meals improve circulation and digestion by ensuring the stomach doesn't have to work as hard to heat the food to a digestible temperature. This is especially important for senior dogs who might be dealing with joint stiffness or arthritis. A warm bowl satisfies them faster, improves their mood, and prevents the winter laziness that is often actually physical pain caused by dehydration and cold-induced inflammation. 5. The choice and the ritual of presence. How you serve the meal is just as important as what is in the bowl. We've learned that a bond is only strong when it is chosen, not forced. Many owners hover over their dog while they eat or talk to them incessantly. But in the wild, mealtime is a vulnerable moment. To truly show love, you must follow the rule of parallel presence. The act of simply being near them without demanding anything. Once you set that warm bowl down, walk away or sit nearby in silence. Don't touch them while they eat. Don't break the rules of their survival brain. By giving them the space to enjoy the warmth you provided, you are showing them respect and autonomy. When they finish that meal and come over to give you a slow blink or lean their body against yours, that is their thank you. They are acknowledging you as the provider who not only feeds their body but nurtures their spirit. Conclusion: the architect of vitality. The next time you reach for that bag of kibble, I want you to pause. Think about the moisture gap, the maternal memory, and the power of a warm scent. By adding a splash of warm water or gently heating their wet food, you are performing a primal act of love that has been part of the predator-prey bond for thousands of years. You are proving to your dog that you are their safe base in a big, loud, and sometimes cold world. Your dog doesn't need a fancy gourmet meal. They don't need expensive boutique treats. They just need to know that you understand their silent craving for warmth, hydration, and safety. If this video changed the way you're going to feed your dog tonight, tell me in the comments. Do you already serve warm meals? And if you want to learn more about the silent ways your dog is trying to apologize, or say, I love you, check out our video on dog language right here. Because to your dog, you aren't just an owner. You are their entire world. Thanks for watching. I'll see you in the next one.